Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who do rule and teach well and is true. And shalom to the brothers out there pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. I just wanted to get on a couple precepts stemming off of Proverbs 16, being how right now the thing that you Israelites, being you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, including those that are scattered amongst the other nations, known as the Gentiles, you need to put value to the words of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, to his wisdom, righteous wisdom. But this is Proverbs 16:16. It says, how much better is it to get wisdom than gold? And it's not a question, it's an exclamation. So they're saying, how much better is it to get wisdom than gold? And to get understanding, rather to be chosen than silver. And ultimately having that wisdom of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, going back to the very beginning, is going to get you closer to understanding. And then hopefully, through that wisdom and understanding and the faith that was given to you, you may be chosen. So like it says, how much better is the sum of that wisdom, understanding, and ultimately being chosen to be of the elect than all the gold and the silver that you could ever pile up in your life. Because that gold and that silver, without any wisdom or understanding of what it is, it's just another rock, or it's another, it's just another element. But with that righteous wisdom, with that righteous understanding, which comes through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, we know the value of what he created, of different things. We don't value gold the same way we value dirt, but it doesn't mean that dirt doesn't have a purpose. But at the same time, without wisdom, without understanding, without righteous wisdom and understanding, somebody could sell you a dirt clod and say it was a gold nugget, and you would believe them, being foolish. And ultimately, it goes back to, like I just stated, not having that faith, not having that belief in the words of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. So you put your trust in cars, in man, clothes. You men out there put your trust in your woman. And a lot of you jakes put trust in gold and silver. And now I'm not saying that you shouldn't build yourself up financially to keep yourself afloat in the society, to keep pushing this truth, to be able to. But you shouldn't be worshiping that gold and silver as if that's your salvation. And if I could find it, let's see here. God, yeah. This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 3. It says, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. So, you jakes out there that are trying to be the next entrepreneur, the next Russell Simmons, the next quote unquote black billionaire, quote unquote Israelite billionaire, millionaire, whatever number you want to throw on it. It says your gold and silver is cankered. And ultimately, you have the last line of James 5:3. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. So you're not amassing all that gold and silver or what you think is wealth to prolong yourself. You're doing it, getting yourself ready for the last days to come. But as it says, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. If you don't have any wisdom, but you have a bunch of gold, and you have a stormtrooper knocking down your door, yeah, you may have a thousand tons of gold, but what is that going to do? How is that going to protect you? What are you going to do in that situation when it happens? What are you going to rely on? Are you going to call upon that gold for the answer, or are you going to go back to that righteous wisdom, that holy understanding, which comes from Yahweh through His Son Yahweh Shai? Bringing me back to Proverbs 16. It's like, yeah. And 16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather than to be chosen than silver? And then, if you can receive that, a lot of people would stop right there and say, well, I don't know I don't know where to start. Well, if you truly have a zeal, a passion for this truth, for these words, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, you would search it out. And let me grab it here. Get out. Wisdom Song. First chapter? No, it's not Wisdom. It's Ecclesiasticus. First chapter. Salakia. Yeah, this is and I'll start at 19 actually. This is Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, as it's also known, chapter 1, verse 19. Wisdom raineth down skill, and knowledge of understanding standing, and exalted them to honor that hold her fast. The root of wisdom, so the very beginning, the root of wisdom is to fear the Most High, and the branches thereof are long life. So what stems from that wisdom, from fearing your Creator, from fearing your power, from fearing His word, what stems from that is life, because you're not going to want to go off if you have a healthy amount of fear. Now, knowing that we can't keep these laws and statutes and commandments that we were given under the first covenant perfectly, we were given a new covenant, but it does not forsake those laws. The new covenant said once Yahweh Shai returns and gathers his elect, then He shall put it in our hearts, the law, statutes, and commandments. And ultimately, once all Israel returns, they will have it in their hearts as well. But it says the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord. In verse 21, the fear of the Lord driveth away sins. And what is sin? And let me finish this real quick, and then I'll grab 1 John 3 and wrap it up here. Where was I? Ecclesiasticus 1:21. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath. So if you're going out there and you are sincerely pushing this word, and you are truthfully fearing Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and His power, then you're going to do everything within your might, within your power, within His will, not to go off, not to sin. And we'll get that. First John. Back up here. This is First John chapter 3, verse 4. It says, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. And that word transgress means to go against, to be an adversary. So if you're going against the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you're an Israelite, then you are sinning. And the wages of sin is death. But in order to try to get away from that, the first place you need to start is by fearing Yahweh. So you can start to gain that righteous wisdom, that holy understanding. Shalom.